Sup people, and this is IRAS Episode 3. And 7th edition, pre-order now, beat the rush. Okay, I'll stop that now. Now, since this is tweaked, I have changed a lot. There will be more Reaper.
Yay!
And there will also be a talking about the plot.
Since
this is the first rant on a game, and I will also include the extended cut. So, here we
go. Into a more of madness we fly.
Mass Effect 3 begins on Earth, with Commander Shepard having been detained following the events in Arrival.
Which I haven't played, but I hear it's fucking awesome.
Out of the blue, the Reapers attack. Big
Shocker.
shocker. And the planet is overwhelmed. Big shock. Shepard escapes from a burning Vancouver on the Normandy. Big shock.
Oh no, not Vancouver!
And
they held the Olympics there!
with the help of Admiral Anderson and Caden/Ashley, and leaves...
Whoever the hell you didn't want to die in the fire.
Yeah, they're both pretty bland though. And leaves to gather help from other species while Anderson coordinates human resistance on Earth. Oh, big spoiler. The Council doesn't want to help. Oh, the shock!
Well, I always thought they were gigantic dicks and I only saved them because they have the biggest damn ship in the fleet, the Destiny Ascension.
Yeah, where's that in the final fight?
Exactly. Where are all my badass ships? Where is my fleet?
We'll get to that in a moment. So anyway, before leaving those old systems, Shepard is ordered to go to Mars by Admiral Hackett, who claims that researchers have uncovered something that may give humanity a chance against the Reapers.
About bloody time. It's been, what, 20 years?
Where was this magical plot power device thingy in the last game? Oh, wait. By the way, I just pulled it out of the ass. Okay, There, Shepard battles Cerberus forces and encounters former squad mate Liara Tassoni, who has uncovered plans for the Promethean superweapon, the Prothean superweapon. Yeah, that doesn't sound very nice. That may be capable of defeating the Reapers. Yeah, maybe is the key word there.
As everyone no doubt knows, all it does is give us a bullshit ending.
Before leaving the facility, Shepard speaks to a now hostile, elusive man who claims that he wants to use the Prothean superweapon to take control of the Reapers.
And it still looks like Charlie Sheen with the grey hair.
Yep. Next, Shepard heads for the Citadel. Once there, Shepard pleads for help from the Council, but they are reluctant to oblige because they are massive dicks. I mean, because of their own preoccupations.
Strippers!
Shepard realizes that the only way to gain the other species' assistance will be to help with their problems and gain their favors. Why?
So to stay in my good flavor. And I didn't know she had a good flavor.
Why?
Quote from Rugrats, by the way. Rugrats in Paris.
Oh, and now people will never be able to get the reference.
They wouldn't have got the reference before.
Ashlow.
All bow down and subcleave.
But still, why would you want to gain their favor when your planet is burning?
Their planets are burning too. Not that really excuses them from being such massive dicks.
Shepard, sorry, I've already read that. While at the same time gaining war assets to be used against the Reapers in battle. Eventually, Hackett begins construction on the Prothean superweapon and dubs it the Crucible. Why? Because he just couldn't hack it. But dumb tish.
After rescuing the Turian leader from the Turian homeworld and the Turian
solar system,
in
the Turian part of the galaxy,
with the Turian fleet being decimated by the Turian-hating Reapers. And there's a lot of Turian in the sentence, isn't there?
Yeah, the Turian forces are probably also using the Turian weapons on the Turian home planet and the Turian solar system.
And the Turian home planet is burning. And we're going to shut up now. Point is,
Shepard convenes a war summit consisting of human, Turian, Solarian, and Krogan. This doesn't go well.
I'll say this once. I want my Solarian liver well done. Extra onions on the side.
Of course, the summit goes badly.
With Rex / Reeve
depending on if Rex survived Vermeer or not.
Withholding all support until a cure for the genophage can be created. I am actually for this. A cure for the genophage.
With the help of former squad mate Morgan Soulless.
Who is still awesome despite having a different voice actor in this one.
If he survived the suicide mission, of course. Shepard can either cure it or tricks Rex/Reeve into believing they cured it. By the way, why do you want to do that? You'd be a massive fucking dick.
Only if it's Reeve, because Reeve is a massive fucking dick.
Yep.
Rex, however, he has that insight that can help the Krogan uplift themselves into a new renaissance.
Though usually at the cost of Morgan's life. After dealing with the Krogan, Shepard learns that Cerberus has assaulted the Citadel.
I'd actually like to sidetrack this for a moment. If Morden is going to die, his death should mean something.
Uh-huh. Did you really shoot Morden, you dicks?
If you did, you are a horrible person.
You are horrible. You are a horrid person. Get out of here if you did.
Just go away.
No, please don't go away.
Don't go away. We need the views. We need the views.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Anyway, back on track. After dealing with the Krogan, Shepard learns that Cerberus has assaulted the Citadel.
Where he deduces, I deduced it, boy.
Councillor Udina, the bastard,
is behind the attack and kills him. Let me see our reactions to killing him. Yes!
And he saves the rest of the council. The big damn hero that he is.
Afterward, the crew learns that the Quarians have declared war on the Geth.
On the plus side of the council, at least we can say, you owe me, you fuckers.
But starting a war with the Geth. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? That's stupid!
You're throwing yourself at a brick wall with spikes and machine guns
and electrified wiring.
You can't win.
Well, anyway, the Geth are losing that war and being pushed back to the ancestral homeworld of Rannoch. However, they have gotten Reaper upgrades that are now allowing them to defeat the Quarians. As such, Shepard boards a Geth dreadnought with former squad mate Tali Zora to this ship is
broadcasting a short-range Reaper code to the Geth,
where he destroys it and finds Legion, or simply the named Geth VI, also dependent on the suicide mission. And seriously, sure we have to explain this by now. Who tells Shepard that the Geth, losing the war with the Quarians, turn to the Reapers in desperation.
Before you go on, I'm going to say here, for the rest of the video, we are going to be working under the assumption that everyone lived.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Because seriously, this is annoying.
So, Legion.
Okay. Who tells Shepard that the Geth, losing the war with the... and were greatly enhanced, though at the cost of the
hive mind's independent thought.
While Legion remained independent due to the number of active programs, with the Shepard and Legion's help, the Geth are pushed back to a Reaper base controlling the Geth and free them by destroying the base, defeating a Reaper with the Reaper control gone.
That was an awesome boss battle, by the way.
Awesome, it was just dodging a laser. But the superior...
We got to kill a Reaper on foot.
This is the first time we've got to kill a Reaper. Anyway, but the superior upgrades are still viable. Shepard must allow the Geth to upgrade, destroying the Quarian fleet and genociding the Quarian race, and blah 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 blah.
Cause Tali to commit suicide, or shut down the entire Geth fleet, which destroys the Geth.
Shepard can also broker a truce, which, to be honest, if you're smart, you'll go for it.
Exactly.
It gives you more EMS points if you're into that kind of thing, but it also allows your good buddies, the Geth, to live, and it also saves you as love interest. It also saves your fuck buddy.
And another thing, if you don't try for that peace, you're a fucking idiot!
I keep imagining Fluttershy's under that helmet.
I mean, seriously. Shepard has built at least my Shepard, has tried to go for that third option.
Every Shepard probably has, unless they're heartless sons of bitches.
In which case, that's probably beyond the playable renegade. So, that's like the elusive man realm.
Yeah. But anyway, finally they attempt to defend the Asari homeworld Thessia from the Reapers, while simultaneously gathering information on the Catalyst. And why would you want to defend Thessia?
There are very few Asari I care about. Liara is one of them. Samara is another. And the original Asari Counselor.
Anyway.
The original Turian Counselor.
Anyway, the Catalyst is an essential tool for the Crucible's effectiveness. Why? We won't know until the second last mission.
By the way, if you go on this mission without Javik, the Prothean squad mate from Ashes,
for 800 Microsoft
you're missing
points.
out. You are seriously missing out because he is important.
Javik is actually very important to the character development of Liara in this game. He actually is most of her character development in
this whole game.
Yeah, and he's DLC for 800 Microsoft points. I was lucky, I got the collector's edition.
That's a dick move. One of the most important characters in the series. And you're charging us for him, and the DLC's on the friggin' discs.
I know, it's bullshit.
Anyway, on with the show.
At the Thessian Temple, Shepard encounters a Prothean VI called Vendetta, and...
Very creatively named.
Oh, I know. Anything else you want to call him? Like, maybe you want to call him Wrath, or Rage, or how about Candy Cane? Hell, maybe you want to call it Geth Air Conditioner, or Toaster.
All Fear Toaster.
All Fear the Mighty Toaster.
That reminds me of a Power Rangers episode, remember?
Go, go, Mighty Toaster!
Do you remember that episode of Power Rangers in Space where that gun turned out to be a toaster?
Oh, yes! That was hilarious. Wait, weren't we just supposed to be talking about something?
Yes, we were, but you said Mighty Toaster.
Anyway.
As it is about to reveal information regarding the Catalyst, Cerberus assassin, Kai Lang, Mr. I'm so superior himself.
Hang on a moment. We'll get to Kai Lang in a minute. In the meantime, he's going in my bitch later folder. And trust me, anyone who's seen this on DeviantArt knows exactly what I'm talking about. When I mean, we'll get to it later. So let's just put the bitch later folder over here. Okay? Anyway. He intervenes and steals it. And this is where we get the most fucked up mission.
First, we've got
wanksting.
A few minutes of forced wanksting.
Blah 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 blah. But the next mission after that, since we're only doing the story mission, you want the side missions? What side missions?
There are no side missions. They're all
boring.
They're all boring, or they might as well not even be called side missions because they're actually necessary. Grissom Academy, necessary.
Granted that some of the side missions in the second one were necessary, and those were the loyalty missions. But since the crew is the whole reason you're even recruiting them, it kind of makes sense. So it's possible. It's okay.
Here, they're just called N7 missions. Although, logic generally dictates that they're probably side missions.
No.
My logic dictates that they are main missions, and they should be given priority. Not quite the same priority as, say, attacking the Cerberus base, which we'll get to in a moment. But
anyway, Horizon.
Oh, that is seriously fucked up.
That mission is the most fucked up mission in Mass Effect 3. Pretty much, it starts off, Shepard comes down to Horizon.
Seeing Paradise torn apart.
Yeah.
But something's wrong. It doesn't look like a General Reaper attack.
However, that's on the surface. Once we get into the hidden entrance, it starts to look very fucked up.
It starts looking like a nightmare.
Everyone who goes in is turned into a husk.
And then we find out who's behind it. A man who we've heard about before.
Henry Lawson.
Miranda's father. And then we see why Miranda ran away. And
This guy is insane.
to the nth degree.
He may act like he's sane, but trust me, no one in their right mind would turn someone into a husk.
And he held his own daughter at gunpoint. In fact, it's a good thing Miranda was such a good shot because she managed to get him without hitting her sister. Although, granted, even her death would have been preferable to what he was probably going to do to her.
This guy is fucked up. But
Seriously.
anyway, through this mission, we see how the Reapers control the husks and the banshees and whatever. It's because of the nanites, which also convert the victim.
We also actually get to see Miranda's character development, and she actually seems a lot more likable in Mass Effect 3 than she did in Mass Effect 2, and I kind of wanted her back on my squad.
With looking at Miranda in Mass Effect 3, I believe you summed it up quite nicely yesterday when you said that she's like Rarity.
Yes. In her first appearance, it was like, oh my god, do you shut up? Would you just be quiet?
Pompous bitch.
It's like, when I first saw Rarity in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, it was like,
And there goes half the audience. There goes half the audience.
where are you going? Get back here! Get back here!
Bye bye. Hello, produce. Hello, everyone who can tolerate it. Bye bye, haters. Bye.
We're joking about that part, but anyway, it's a very apt comparison. Rarity was like, she was really irritating.
Girly.
Very girly and irritating. Same basic principle for Miranda. She was really irritating. And then, as you get to know her, she starts warming up. The same as the more the seasons go on with My Little Pony, Rarity starts becoming more complex of the character. They all start becoming more complex. And
So anyway,
yeah, I just love the characterization.
I also imagine under Tally's helmet there's actually Fluttershy. You know what the hell? What do you see? Flowing pink mane.
It's beautiful.
And trust me, the seasons aren't that bad of MLP. Medical appears on screen.
Except that
Go away! Anyway, on Horizon,
unrelated, if you haven't checked out Friendship is Magic, I urge you, check it out. If you don't like it, that's fine. Anyway, back on topic.
I like how we just completely diverted from Mass Effect to saying, hey, go check out Friendship is Magic, it's not that bad. Now back onto the topic. Oh yeah, we're just advertising now. Pay us, Hasbro!
Visa, it's where you want to be.
Alright, stand back. So anyway, anything else you want to say about Horizon?
The saber is fucking awesome.
The saber is awesome, a one-shot kill rifle. Alright, next we go on to the third last mission. Second last mission. The attack on Cerberus HQ, which, I gotta admit, I've been to that star system in the first Mass Effect, and I didn't see that place anywhere. Tell me, how are they hiding it? Oh, they've just got plot powers.
Not entirely sure. Maybe it's a mobile base.
Anyway, Shepard then attacks their headquarters, killing Lang and failing to capture the elusive man. And in this mission, I will admit, we get to learn a bit about the Lazarus Project. But here's a little pet peeve I have. Why are we learning about that stuff now? I mean, everyone wanted to know about it in the second one, not the third.
in the third one, nobody cares anymore.
We wanted to know in the second. None of your DLC clarified the Lazarus Project.
Although, one good thing I love about that was stabbing Kai Lang in the fucking back of the thing.
Would you mind not beating up my pillow? It didn't do anything to you.
That's for thing, you son of a bitch!
I really wish you could see this. It looks like he's having a seizure. Seriously, I wish I was recording this with a camera. It looks like he's having a seizure while punching my pillow.
Overacting for the win!
Who wanted the lodge?
All joking aside, and bringing myself down from overacting for a second, it was actually very satisfying to get Kai Lang in the back of the thing. Because he he killed Thane, and it was like,
You
it was like, fuck you.
Fuck you,
Kai Lang.
Fuck you. Just go away. No one likes you.
Well,
no one likes you, Kylo.
Thane actually died at peace.
Thank God.
And I love his quote at the end. The assassin should be ashamed and embarrassed. A terminally ill Drell stopped him from his target.
Put that in your blowhole and smoke it.
Now, considering that Thane in this game needs daily medical attention, and he is dying. He is so close to his deathbed. It's not real. It's not funny. He knows it's coming. He just doesn't know exactly when.
Yeah.
And he still kicks Kai Lang's ass.
Fuck you, Kai Lang.
Sure, he died, but the Salarian Counselor got away. Kai Lang lost.
Yeah.
This is, of course, assuming that you saved Thane, but
this is all assuming that you saved everyone.
exactly. But why wouldn't you want to save Thane? He's fucking cool.
But anyway, as I was saying about the Lazarus Project, but even in the third one, we still don't get a proper explanation about what the Lazarus Project is.
No, we don't actually.
Tissues regenerating? Okay, how did you regenerate the tissue? And how was the brain kept intact? It would need a helmet, but apparently his helmet came off. What, did he have a spare? And also, how did you keep the sub-zero temperatures from getting to it if that's the case? How did it survive impact? Well,
Logic.
anyway.
You're trying to use logic to explain a video game with none.
Oh, yeah.
And we're coming up to why.
Anyway, from Vendetta, that a shepherd learns that the Citadel is the catalyst, and that the elusive man has been indoctrinated. Didn't we already know that?
I had my suspicions from the very beginning.
Anyway, because of his indoctrination, the elusive man has told the Reapers of the Citadel's true identity, and they have moved it to a defensible position in Earth's orbit.
Why?
Is that really a defensible position? Wouldn't a dark space be more appropriate? Or couldn't you just move your tiny little fucking asses over
Or
there?
couldn't you just, I don't know, destroy it?
They'd have to put work into building a new one.
They've got the technology.
Work. Isn't that... They're subscribing to the Capcom method. Work half as much, get twice as much.
Yeah, that's coming up in another rant, by the way.
That's going in my bitch later folder too. Oh my, we got a lot in here. Kai Lang will get up to that moment, the best
We've been past Kai Lang.
Oh no, there's still more about him. Capcom, DMC, blah 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 blah. Oh god, this is really big. We have to empty that. Anyway, under Hackett's leadership, because they just couldn't hack it,
Ha dum dum tish.
the galaxy's forces attack the Reapers on Earth in an attempt to retake the Citadel and use it as the catalyst for the Crucible.
Shepard helps an assault team on London, beginning Call of Duty Wish Laser Power Edition.
The focal connection point from the planet to the Citadel reunited with Anderson. Shepard eventually begins the final push to the Citadel. but is attacked by Harbinger whilst charging.
And gets high on morphine automatically administered by his suit.
Yep. While charging to the conduit that sends the humans to the Citadel, Shepard's squad mates are injured and evacuated. However, if you don't have the extended cut, you don't know about that. Shepard continues the charge but is wounded. He barely makes it and meets up with Anderson, and together they encounter an indoctrinated elusive man.
Whose boss battle mostly plays out similar to Saren Arterius.
Except if you fail, you don't get to shoot him. However, this is another problem I have. How did Anderson get up? Didn't the guy say that, no one got on?
Yeah.
Our entire force was decimated? How did Anderson get on? Or didn't you see him get on?
I have my own thoughts, which I'm going to save until the end of this part.
Yeah. I have my own thoughts too. Anyway. He meets up with... They stop him, but Anderson is mortally wounded in the process. Shepard is then transported to the pinnacle of the Citadel, where Casper the Genocidal Ghost, the childlike AI, appears. The AI declares itself as the Catalyst and the Reaper's creator.
Okay, so what is the bloody Catalyst? Is it Casper the Genocidal Ghost, or the Crucible? No, I think it's actually Shepard who is the Catalyst.
It reveals that the Reaper cycle is an attempt to prevent organic life from wiping itself out by creating synthetic life. The creators, the Catalyst argues,
are always doomed to be destroyed by the creator.
So, wait. Your plan can be summed up like this. Yo, dog, I heard you didn't want to be killed by synthetics, so I made synthetics to kill you every 50,000 years so that you won't be killed by synthetics.
Circular logic of fallacious, and...
That makes no sense. The Reapers didn't need a motivation by now.
They were space Cthulhu.
Exactly. They didn't need an explanation. We've already accepted that they're Cthulhu.
We've already accepted that they were out to destroy for whatever reason, and we didn't need to know their reason.
Hell, I thought that they only came every 50,000 years just for fun. Much like how the Predator keeps coming to planets to hunt just for fun.
And they were actually scarier when we didn't know why they came out.
But now that we know, it just loses all its impact.
They're just flying tanks.
Yep.
Glorified hammers.
Anyway. The Catalyst characterizes the harvest as an ascendant, wherein advanced organic races are preserved in Reaper form and space is left for more primitive species to rise, evolve, and advance.
Yeah, they had an original ending where they wanted to preserve humans in a Reaper form to stop a second Mass Effect. This time, instead of advancing technology, it would destroy everything. Mm-hmm. And humanity had a choice: either join the Reapers and stop this event, or destroy the Reapers and find another way.
And that sounds a lot better than the ending we got. Anyway.
How do we know this? It's all there in Tally's recruitment mission in Mass Effect 2.
Dark energy.
Look hard. Really listen.
Isn't it interesting that everyone talks about dark energy constantly in Mass Effect 2, but in Mass Effect 3 there's nary a mention of it?
It's just kind of dropped. Like, similar to Michael Bay's plotline about Transformers being, in Dark of the Moon, Transformers were supposed to be now revealed to the world, and there was supposed to be prejudice, like graffiti spray canned on the wall saying Autobots go home.
Yeah, but then again, he dropped the Transformers themselves as well.
Yeah, he has a giant plot hole in the form of Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
Hang on. So that's in my bitch later folder too. Hang on.
But we'll have a whole rant about that another day.
Yeah. The Catalyst says that it has lost faith in the Reaper's ability to achieve their purposes and gives Shepard 3 options of defeating them. Control the Reapers, destroy the Reapers, or synthetic life, or synthesize
all
all organic and synthetic life together. Each choice results in Shepard's apparent death and destruction of the entire mass relay network.
And an explosion of your choice of colors, red, blue, or green.
Uh-huh.
Pick a color, any color, as long as it's
Anyway.
red, blue, or green.
London suffers varying degrees of damage, and the Normandy crash lands on an alien planet. If the player's effective military strength is high enough and Shepard chooses to destroy the Reapers, the game ends with a cutscene of Shepard taking a deep breath in a pile of rubble, hinting at survival. In a post-credit cutscene, an old man known as the Stargazer tells Shepard's story to a young boy, implying that Shepard's legend lives on.
And the last three words are... The last word is DLC.
Hey, wait. This is how the Mass Effect 3 ending goes. Tell me another story, Grandpa. Do you have $10? No? Go to bed.
Seriously, it's fucking bullshit.
And now we get to the extended cut. Okay. The extended cut reveals that the mass relays are only heavily damaged by the Crucible's firing, instead of being destroyed as per the original ending.
Which is all just a massive fucking dream sequence.
But most aspects of the plot remain the same. Additional scenes and dialogue have been added to clarify events and resolve perceived plot holes.
No, you need a whole new ending.
We all do. The three original choices have been modified to include a varying narration provided by Hackett for Destroy, Shepard for Control, or ED for Synthesis. Along the slides are showing the impact the player's choices have had upon the galaxy. By the way, I didn't really see a difference in these. Anyway.
The only difference was the AI taking the name Shepard, declaring itself to be God. Hackett saying that they would rebuild and repair, like Fallout Mass Effect style.
And Edie saying, I am alive. I am alive. I am alive. Time to go play I Am Alive.
Oh wait.
I still have to finish this review.
Yeah. Look, I feel great for Edie. I mean, God knows she probably would need to be alive. She's been a robot in 2 games. But still, I feel great for her. But she's about the only one I think who benefits from that.
Yeah.
Personally, my instincts say destroy them. No good can come of the Reapers.
Anyway.
Then I still see them as some form of a threat.
Anyway, these slideshows also show the fate of the surviving characters. If the player has significantly high EMS, the surviving crew of the Normandy is shown holding a memorial service for Shepard before repairing the damage from the crash and launching into space. The extended cut also provides a fourth ending, triggered by either refusing the Catalyst's choices or attempting to kill it. When the player resumes control of Shepard, coincidentally, the Crucible is not fired, and the war ends with the systematic destruction of all spacefaring civilizations, and the continuation of the Reaper cycle. The scene then shifts to an unknown garden world in the future where one of Liara's beacons have been discovered. Dialogue in the post-credits scene reveals that the knowledge gained from the beacon ultimately led to the next cycle victory over the Reapers. Now time for a question.
Best ending in the whole thing. We died, but hey, still the best ending.
Now time for a question. Did I like Mass Effect 3?
For the most part, yes.
The answer for me? No, I had trouble with the game right off the bat. And yes, folks, stick with me because now it's time to get our nitpicking hats on.
I've already had mine on. I took it off when I finished playing DMC.
Okay. Now, no, I had trouble with the game right off the bat. The dialogue wheel was very simplified, and no, that's not a good thing. I happen to like complicated things because it makes you use your head. You don't see Batman going around doing simple things, do you?
Aside from punching people, no.
Anyway. It makes you use your head so that you know that your brain isn't falling into disuse from playing this fucking game.
or Call of Duty.
Yeah. Here, all you'll ever do is keep pressing the X button to skip the dialogue and always pick Paragon because they get all the good stuff while Renegades are pretty much piss in the wind. I think I was the only one who liked Mass Effect 1 the best. I hated the second because it went downhill from there. How you ask? Like this. What was a thermal weapon is now a normal gun with ammo, and they give a half-assed explanation for it. Oh, they're there to prevent overheating. They're not ammo. Right. And rape is just surprise sex. Nazi death squads were just urban planners. And a pentagon is just a star doing a handstand. Listen, you twat. If there's a counter that says when you run out, and when you run out of this mystical substance that spawns from the ether, it's goddamn ammo! If thermal clips are an advancement, then a caveman making a rock axe is Albert Einstein. In reality, thermal clips are a massive step backwards. If they're there to store heat so the gun doesn't melt, how does the thermal clip not melt the gun? This is never answered, but the reason thermal clips are in the game is so Mass Effect can be more mainstream, drawing a bigger crowd so that they can make more money. And they must think like this. Need more money. Hey, rip off Gears of War, that'll bring more money. Let's do it.
Actually, here's a good idea. Yep.
A hybrid system.
Exactly. Have the ammo regenerate, but slowly. Yeah?
Or vent it.
Exactly.
Make it like the grinder from Gears of War. It overheats, you have to vent it, otherwise it vents slowly. There, fix. Anyway. Oh, by the way, being made by BioWare, a company known for its great RPGs, Mass Effect 3 is naturally a third-person cover-based shooter where you fight hordes of endless aliens using nothing but your guns and your grenades. Wow. Leave some innovation for the rest of us, Da Vinci. The planet scanning is still here, and you still have to do it by hand. So we have AI that can gain consciousness and revolt, but we can't program some software to scan planets and launch probes when needed? What the fuck? Plus, why do we have fuel from Mass Effect 2 to Mass Effect 3 when we didn't have it in the first? This is bullshit!
Deep breaths.
These must have been some wonderful meetings.
Hey, you know what would be awesome? To add 10 waves of assault troops! 10 more waves of assault troops!
But what about enemy AI? We were so busy increasing Liara, Ashley, Miranda, and Tally's tit and ass size that we forgot to program these assholes to think.
Yeah, well, fuck it. Let's just have them take cover and throw grenades for 20 goddamn minutes. Game of the Year Awards, here we come!
If I had one thing to say to BioWare's chimps, I mean Mass Effect development team, it would be this. Be Mass Effect! Stop trying to be Gears of War and Halo. Not because some awesome and attractive guy
Burnout 117
said so, but simply put, you're fucking terrible at it.
Yeah, you didn't rip it off enough. I mean, forget what I said.
The quest system makes no sense. It doesn't tell you where to start and go. I am not asking for a waypoint, but keeping me updated can save a lot of frustration. And can the characters get any worse? None of them contact you after getting off Earth and act like your best bud while you're going, why the fuck didn't you call? It's even worse when it's someone you've romanced. I romanced Tally and she didn't fucking talk to me after Rannoch. And I know in Cerberus headquarters everyone's like, OMG, that line is so powerful, I love Tally. I'm gonna get shit for this, but you do realize that BioWare turned her into a slut, right?
And Garrus, you gotta walk back and forth through the elevator, through a fucking load screen, just to get his funniest lines. No wonder we thought he was an emo shit first part, because we can't stand the loading screens, so we can get to the real comedy gems that he is known for. It seems all anyone cares about in this game is the mid-afternoon fuck. And now Garrus. What happened to Garrus? In the first one he's Dirty Harry. In the second he's Batman. In the third he's an emo twat. And people say this again about it. I find myself getting a lot closer to Garrus in this one.
Yeah, I got closer to cocaine in this one.
Actually, as I said before, it's only because we couldn't stand the loading screens that we didn't actually take the time to find his funnier lines.
In the first one, I did go through the loading screens. I went down to talk...
Because they were generally short.
After all the loadings... After every mission, I always talk to my teammates, and all I get is, Commander, 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 Commander. Yeah, don't bother to talk to me. I don't come here to talk, no. I come out here to watch the window.
And in Mass Effect 2, most of Garrus's funniest lines are on the missions.
Mm-hmm.
For example, Morden's loyalty mission, fighting through the hospital. Hospitals aren't fun to fight through. What is fun to fight through? Gardens, antique stores, but only if they're classy.
Yeah, because the one thing you don't want is a fake-ass chandelier dropping down on you and impaling you on some fake china, and yeah. You don't want to be impaled by a fake-ass chandelier.
No. I probably misquoted him too, but yeah. Point is, it was funny, it was awesome, and Garrus, he was cool. Although he does lose his shit in his loyalty mission. But then again, he is getting so close. You can feel the tension. And he is this close to his goal.
Anyway, Ashley is still a bitch. Caden is still whiny. Diana Alice, aka Snooky, doesn't do anything. And James Slate Thundercock needs a tattoo of a personality. The only reason I don't call this guy a tool is because tools are useful. Grunt is the only one they haven't fucked up yet. And
they actually made Grunt even more awesome. He took on at least 3 Ravagers.
No, it was more than 3.
That's what I said, at least.
A whole cave full.
Yeah. Not to mention Swarmers and Husks. Or at least I didn't see the Husks, but the amount of blood he was covered in, I can only assume he found Husks at the bottom of that pit.
Now, and Kai Lang. Here's my bitch later, fold up. Okay. Allow me to pose a simple query, BioWare. If the Elusive Man had access to a gravity-defying emo space ninja with a katana that slices through planets...
Yeah, Argus wants it back. August
from Azura's Breath still wants it back.
Yeah.
And magical plot device powers that allows him to perfectly discern the motives and exact location of every organic being in the galaxy, then why... in fuck did he spend trillions resurrecting Shepard? This walking Deus Ex Machina could have just gone Super Saiyan and punched the fuck out of the collectors. It would have saved us 2 completely pointless sequels, and unlike the ending, it might have made actual sense.
Take a breath, Burnie. Take a breath.
Okay, I'm fine now. This series used to be one of my favorites, but now I don't even want to know the games. The fan art is fine, but the ending has ruined the games. Which brings me to everyone's favorite part. The ending.
Oh god. Let me just get out a weed.
I'll just say
I
this.
don't actually have any weed, but...
And I'll just say this. Because you've probably heard it from everyone else. And I don't want to bring it back up. But I have to say it. Okay. Two people pretty much said, hey, let's take everything that defines our franchise and throw that shit out the window! Jesus Christ, that's like making a Batman game without Batman!
Gotham City Imposters.
Shit, bad example. Either way, here's my reaction. I was so pissed I saw it at EB Games and traded it for Gears of War. And I enjoy it a lot more than I did this garbage. Okay, time to calm down a bit.
To me, the Mass Effect 3 ending is just one big dream sequence. It's like... I don't know, it's just like someone suffered brain damage, and now they're seeing this shit.
Okay, time to calm down. I would like to say that when I decided to play this game again, while I still found it completely stupid, I did, however, like the new Omega DLC, if only because we got to see a female Turian, but even that's a downer. However, BioWare has shown that they did have the balls to change their ending. While it still wasn't any good, I still been found to be crap, however, BioWare still gets a little bit of respect just for going to do that.
They failed, but credit where credit is due.
Yeah. So, to sum up what has been said, I really, really hate this series now. Kai Lang is actually riding for Metal Gear Solid. Aga's sword kick-ass. Tech sucks in the future. And I'm gonna forget about this to make room on an expansion on the tits department.
Well, that does it from us. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy day to view this. If you have any questions, advice, or just want us to yak on about something for 15 minutes.
Try 40.
Oh my god.
This will take a while to upload.
Just leave them in the comments below.
Or email me at spartan001@wisemail.com. And I have said this in the last one. This is not my real email address. It is a false email address. Specifically for IRAS. It is not my real one. I just check it because it's the one for IRAS.
It's his IRAS email address, and its sole purpose is for IRAS.
Okay, so see you next time. Peace.
You have been killed.
Antonio Banderas, what are you doing here?
I am the voiceover, and you have been killed. I'm not doing Steve Bloom or Liam O'Brien impressions. I suck at voiceovers.
Fine. Don't forget me. And me.
Steve Bloom and Liam O'Brien?
And
You're
Antonio
voiceovers?
Banderas are the voiceovers. Fucking sweet! We probably just botched up the ending.
How fitting! See ya.
Peace!